Ladies and gentlemen, this is Carol Phillips again, at the Windham Farm, Lewistown, Pennsylvania. Professor Pearson and myself made the 30 miles from State College in 38 minutes. Well, I hardly know where to begin to paint for you a word picture of this strange scene before my eyes, like something out of the modern Arabian Nights. Well, I just got here. I haven't had a chance to look around yet. I guess that's it. Yes, I guess that's the thing. Directly in front of me, half buried in a vast pit, must have struck with terrific force. The ground is covered with splinters of a tree it must have struck on its way down. What I can see of the object itself doesn't look very much like a meteor. At least not the meteors I've seen. It looks more like a huge cylinder. It has a diameter of... What would you say, Professor Pearson?
What's that?
What would you say? What is the diameter?
I'd say about 30 yards.
About 30 yards. The metal on the sheath is... well, I've never seen anything like it. The color is sort of yellowish white. Curious spectators now are pressing close to the object in spite of the efforts of the police to keep them back. They're getting in front of my line of vision. Would you mind standing to one side, please?
One side there, one side. Get away from that crater. Clear way for
policemen are
state police.
pushing.
Please, ma'am, I need you to step back. Please back up.
Oh, of course. Anyway, while the police are pushing the crowd back, here's Mrs. Beth Windham, owner of the farm here. She may have some interesting facts to add. Mrs. Windham, would you please tell the radio audience as much as you remember of this rather unusual visitor that dropped in your backyard? Step closer, please. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mrs. Windham.
Well, I was listening to the radio.
Closer and louder, please.
Pardon me?
Louder, please, and closer.
Yes, ma'am. I was listening to the radio and kind of drowsing. That professor fellow was talking about Mars, so I was kind of half dozing and half just
Yes, Mrs. Windham, and then what happened?
As I was saying, I was listening to the radio, kind of halfway.
Yes, Mrs. Windham, and then you saw something?
Well, not first off, I heard something.
And what did you hear?
A hissing sound, like this. Kind of like a 4th of July rocket.
Yes, then what?
Turned my head out the window and would have sworn I was asleep and dreaming.
Then what?
I seen a kind of greenish streak, and then zingo, something smacked the ground. Knocked me clean out of my chair.
Well, were you frightened, Mrs. Windham?
Well, I ain't quite sure. I reckon I was kind of riled.
Thank you, Mrs. Windham, thank you.
You want me to tell you some more?
No, that's quite all right. That's plenty.